What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 42 of the series where I attempt to fill as many collection log spots as possible on my maxed Ultimate Ironman. Starting this one out on 926 total logs. If you guys remember from the last one, I green logged Bryophyta. I got the essence on 21 KC, and I went and made the staff to fill another master stash. I also got a lot of beginner clues from that, and I was able to green log beginners on 572. Also mentioned that I wanted to go to Bandos to try to get a BCP and Tassets, and maybe even the God Sword to fill another master stash. I made my way over to God Wars here. I'm going to quickly show you guys all the gear I'm going with. I'm going to be doing the Door Altar method, which is really good with the Bofa. I went and brought a Ring of Suffering imbued. It's a lot of defense, which is going to help me. Using a Bandos Blessing and Zami D'hide boots so I don't get attacked here. In terms of the rest of the stuff in my inventory, I brought a switch for magic so I can use Blood Barrage to heal off the minions. Also, I know some of you guys will leave a comment saying this, but I did build the Fire Pit. I just forgot to do it the first time down here. That's why my stats are drained. I haven't done this method before, so I decided just to bring one Ranging Potion and one Stamina. Once I get used to this in the future, I might bring like 2 or 3 range pots and less food and more prayer potions for longer trips, but since I haven't done it before, I want to make sure I had as much food on me as possible. Also, since I have the hard combat tasks done, I only have to do 35 kills here instead of 40 to get into the room. Bandos is definitely one of the easier ones though, since you have all these goblins you can just kill over here. There's a method of using Nex to bank. It's definitely be better for things like Arma. For Bandos though, the KC is so quick, I'm not going to bother with Nex banking right now. So this method involves clicking on the altar and the door and running back on specific tiles. I'll explain it to you guys a little bit more once I get used to it. For now though, I'm just going to try to do it without dying. Also, if you guys are new here and you do end up enjoying the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a subscription on the channel. Oh, whoa, oh my gosh. No way, 10k CBCP. So that is the log. It's nice to get this. I did like 400 kills with my group when we were doing Bandos and we only got boots. So it's nice to see something other than that. Obviously was not expecting to get something on 10 kill count. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that into my looting bag. I have a lot of space now since I cleared a bunch of stuff out. I still have 5 spots left in here, which is really nice. But I guess back to the boss. Okay, when it comes to this method here, it is different when you enter the room, but once you have the first kill done, what I'm going to be doing is standing on the first tile over here. As soon as the boss spawns, I'm going to click on him and then click on the altar. And as I'm running towards the altar, I'm going to click on the red tiles and then shoot, and then click on the next red tile. And once I reach the final tile, you'll see on the tile it says shoot door. I'm going to do one attack on the boss and then click on the door. Essentially, this is why it's called the door altar method, because you go through in this line here, and once you reach each end, you either click on the altar or you click on the door, and it paths you through the boss to where he can't actually hit you. So the only damage you take during this method is from the minions. It's definitely really simple once you get the hang of it. I'm not gonna lie, I died like 5 times trying to get this down. Once the boss is dead though, I'm gonna be using my blowpipe on the mage minion and just doing my best to pray flick all of these. I'm not gonna off tick any of them. Unless all 3 of them are on the same tick. Just flicking 2 of them for the most part, you'll be fine. Once the major dies, I'm going to switch to my magic gear that I brought and then run next to the ranger and blood barrage both of them to get my HP back up. And while I'm doing this, of course, I have to flick both of them or I'm just going to be taking damage and it makes this pointless. In this clip, I continued to blood barrage them until they were dead, but what I started doing is once my HP was full, I'd just switch to a blowpipe and then continue flicking them until they're dead. Since there's really no point in continually wasting the runes when I'm already full HP. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It is incredibly simple. The method is very good. Well, that was an insane trip. I'm up to 27 kills now. I teleported out when I got the BCP on 10 KC, so I got 17 kills in this one trip. The only reason that I have to leave is because I have no more ranging potions. I still have a lot of food and a lot of prayer pots. Honestly, if I bring enough range pots, maybe even push like 50 kill trips here. It's kind of ridiculous. Here is another KC update, and with this one, I get the hard combat achievement for getting 50 kills. No way. Are you kidding me? 2 BCPs in 54 KC. I guess it's money to the all. What the heck? Before continuing, I want to take a quick break to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Creator Crafted. Creator Crafted helps bring RuneScape to life with officially licensed high-quality LED signs such as a twisted bow, Ellie Spirit Shield, Ironman helmets, an Infernal Cape, and much more. The signs have a very user-friendly design, which makes them easy and effortless to set up and install. They're also incredibly versatile, so you can mount them on your wall or put them on your desk with the desktop stand that comes included with your purchase. Alongside these awesome LED signs, Creator Crafted also offers other RuneScape themed items like mouse pads, plushies, and even statues. There was recently a release of 2 new mousepad designs for both Zulrah and Jad. These pads are large in size and also have braided edges, so you don't have to worry about not having space for your mouse and keyboard. There's also currently a site-wide discount on the mats, and my code can be used to save an additional 10%. For this month only, every purchase you make on the site, you'll also get a free sticker pack. All you have to do is add the sticker pack to your cart alongside any purchase you want to make, and it will automatically be applied. So to bring home one of Creator Crafted's newest mousepads with a free sticker pack, use the link in the description and use my code Devious10 to get an additional 10% off all your orders. Finally, a massive thank you to Creator Crafted for sponsoring this video. And once again, here's the final kill combat achievement for getting 100 kills, which is an elite task. Another update on the kills per hour and the amount of kills per trip I'm doing. So this drops hard clues and elite clues, so I'll just pick those up, and anytime I finish the trip, I'll drop them outside of my POH. One thing that sucks about that is it takes exactly an hour for me to do a 20 kill trip. So I'm not gonna be able to sit here for like 25 or 50 kill trips, or my clues are gonna despawn. So I'll be doing 20 kill trips, which means I'll be getting about 20 kills per hour total here. And the plus from that is I'll be able to save a ton of hard clues as well. There's a couple more combat tasks here. A lot of them, I'm not gonna lie, are pretty hard, and I'm not even gonna try to do them until I have better gear in the future. Yes, Bandos boots. That is huge. Normally, I know people would be annoyed getting Bandos boots, but I need these for a stash. So I'll definitely take those, especially in 141 kills, getting 3 drops so far. Yes, another one. God's Sword Shard 1. Same trip, I got the Bandos boots as well. That's on 153 KC. Need 3 of these for once I get the hilt to make the BGS. Dragon Spear. I don't even know what rate that is. Let's go ahead to the wiki and check really quick while I'm killing the minions. Looks like it is a 1 in 5,600, so it's rarer than getting the pet here. Unfortunate. Another KC milestone. This is 200 total kills now. Okay, I knew this was going to happen. I need to take a break from doing Bandos to get myself some more darts. Which I'd say I'm using maybe 5 to 6 per kill, so I'll probably get like 1,500 or so at a time, which should be enough for about 300 kills. And anytime I need more and I have to eat or something, I'll just come back here and AFK mine. Hey, God's Sword Shard 2, that's another huge drop. 2 pieces to the blade now. I hope I get the full blade before I even get the hilt. Just so when I get the hilt, I know I'm completely done with the God Sword. And there is 300 total kills. No. Another one, man. BCP number 3 on 393 KC. I mean, it's nice for the money, but like, I just want the Tassets, dude. Still going good here, up to 400 total kills as well. All right, up to 500 total kills now, which is very, very close to being on the rate for the hilt. Still looking for the Tassets as well. Also, I haven't really touched on this yet since I mentioned that I get hard clues and elite clues here. Been pretty unlucky on elites, I haven't gotten any, but in terms of the hard clues, I have 13 total sitting outside of my house so far. This is out of nowhere. Here's another chance at the baguette as I was showing you guys my hard clues. And per usual, don't get the stale baguette. No way! That's the final Godsword piece. I didn't get a single duplicate either. No way, dude. All I need is the hilt and the tassets, and I can get out of here. Here's what the log is currently looking like. The 3 BCPs, the Bandos boots, and all 3 of the God Sword shards. I'm going to be staying here no matter what until I get both of these. Even if it takes me like 1,500 kills for the hilt, which would be 3 times over the drop rate, I still want to get that stash out of the way. Oh, another God Sword shard. I'm actually going to hang on to these if I get extra ones because I still need to make the ZGS in the future, so I'm definitely going to keep this. Okay, now that I have the other God Sword shard piece, my looting bag is actually completely full, so I can't put this in there. I need to death pile here so I can take all 3 of these out of my looting bag and then make them into the blade. And then after I store this other shard, I'll still have 1 more space left. It is going to get to the point if I get too many shards, though, I'm just going to have to start filling them up in my inventory. When I got all 3 of the pieces, and I can make the first blade on the account. So there's the first 2 combined, and now for the final part. And there it is, the God Sword blade. I'm actually kind of curious how much this thing, it's only 500k, that's kind of surprising. But yeah, now with those 3 joined together, save 2 bag spots. Gonna re-gear and head back to the boss. Also, really quickly, I just want to show you guys the inventory that I've been going with. I did change it a little bit. I started bringing 5 prey pots and 2 ranging potions. The 5 prey pots works perfectly for the hour-long trips that I do, and it makes it so I don't have to prey flick at all. I can just leave Eagle Eye and Mystic Might up, and by the time the trip ends, I go through all 5 of them. Oh, another God Sword Shard 3. That's actually big. I think I have 2. Yeah, wow. So I only need 1 and I have 2 blades now. Getting a lot of shards, I think, compared to what the drop rate should be for them, but I mean, I'm not complaining. And here is another milestone update, 600 total kills. No, another God Sword Shard 3. It's the one that I don't need. Yes! There it is, the Bandos Hilt. Let's go. 673 KC. I'm actually going to teleport out. So this is the log now. Like I said, just need the Tassets, and then I can move on. Really happy I got the full blade before I got the hilt. Once again, my looting bag is full, so I'm just going to leave the hilt in my inventory. It's not too big a deal. I can lose 1 inventory space, just not bring 1 food or something. For the most part, I don't really go through much food anyway. For this next trip, I'm going to be doing something I didn't realize was actually a thing. There is a Grandmaster task to kill Graardor 15 times in a private instance, and in order for me to get a private instance, I have to spend 150k, so I have to bring that with me. Should pretty easily be able to get the 15 kills though, since I've been consistently doing 20 kill trips. Okay, since I'm used to doing these 20 kill trips, getting the 15 kill trip in the instance was incredibly easy. Another Grandmaster task done. That's probably the 3rd or the 4th I've had done. You get a lot of points for those 2. 6 total points towards the combat tasks. Still pretty far, though, away from unlocking the elite tier. I'm going to be on the hard tier for a while. And there is 700 kills. Wait a minute. Is that the shard that I need? I can't actually check until this kill is over. That might be the last shard I need for my second blade. Alright, let's check my looting bag. Shard 2, wow, okay. That's another full Godsword blade. I'm not gonna lie, that makes it so I really want to go to Zammy now to get the hilt there as well for the other stash. From this point on, though, I'm not gonna be picking up any more Godsword pieces, since I really only care about the 2 Godswords right now. Ooh, I was wondering if I was gonna get this or not. Let's go. Goblin Champion Scroll, 741 KC, which is technically 3 times since you get a chance from each of the minions. So it was like 2200 KC maybe. Very, very happy I got that, especially after what happened to me at the ghouls, going to 5,000 total kills without getting it. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break from Bandos so I can go get this kill over with. So there it is, the 4th Champion Scroll out of the total 10. No! Another pair of Bandos boots on 776. And there is 800 kills. Well, I ended up dying at Bandos. It's actually a good excuse to go ahead and make the full Godsword and also make the other blade to save more looting bag spaces. So first off there is the other blade made. And finally, combining the blade with the hilt, the Bandos Godsword. Pretty freaking cool. This is the first Godsword I've ever had on this game. I never got one on any of my other accounts, so it's a definitely really cool thing for me. And there is 900 total kills. No way. Another Bandos Hilt. I just want the freaking Tassets, man. 14 million more GP, I guess, for the alt, though. Man, another pair of Bandos boots. Just Can't seem to get the drop I want. Here's another update on the kill count. I'm up to 1,008. I am going to be taking a break here. I have so many clues here that I'm kind of tired of juggling at this point. I did not expect to go 1,000 kills without getting Tassets. So I'm going to take a break here. I need it, honestly, from Bandos anyway to get all of these clues done. I have no idea how many hard clues I have here. I do also have 3 elites to do, though. So yeah, I'll see you guys back once I finish all of these. Well, that was way more hard clues than I thought I actually had stacked there. I had 30 hard clues on the ground just from doing Bandos. And of course, the 3 elites alongside those. So let's go ahead and start opening these and see if I can get anything. Nothing from the first elite, second elite, an Addy Dragon Mask, which I do already have. And the final one, I just got another back-to-back Addy Dragon Masks. That's interesting. So onto the hard clues now. A first unique 8-in with the Rune Helm H5. Oh, and another unique, some Bandos plate legs, which is always nice for the full Bandos set. I do have the skirt already, so I guess it doesn't really make a difference in terms of being able to take the full set out of my house. And also a Navy Cavalier with 14 more left to open. And an enchanted hat. I'm getting a lot of uniques from just 30 hards. This is kind of insane. Down to the final 5 hard caskets. Oh, there's a master, actually. I was wondering if I'd get one of these or not. Only one more casket left, though. Sadly, nothing from that last hard clue. I'm up to 381 total now. Also 937 total collections logged. But now I have to go and get this master done. Alright, it was an 8-step master clue, but I did finish it. Let's go ahead and open this casket. It's going to be number 84, and I get nothing from it. Blood runes are nice, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost out of those from all the Bandos that I've been doing. Another thing I'm almost out of is crystal shards. I have 800 charges left on my helm, so if I don't get this drop soon, I'm gonna have to go and get more crystal shards. Also, almost out of amethyst darts. That's another thing I have to go and do. Okay, I am gonna be taking a little bit of a detour here. First thing I wanted to mention is my crystal shards are completely gone now. It's nice on one hand to have another inventory slot, but yeah, being out of those is not ideal. These are the charges that I have left. About 6,000. I don't know how many kills at Bandos that's going to get me. As it stands right now, though, I showed you guys my log. I'll just go ahead and pull it up again. I'm going to be taking a break from doing Bandos right now. I didn't plan on doing this, I'm not going to lie, for probably like over a year. I wanted to save Trouble Brewing and like Castle Wars and everything, so I could get like 100 slots. When I had like 1,100, and I could go from 1,100 logs to 1,200. There was recently an update to Trouble Brewing. There's like 50 to 100 people on the main world doing this right now, and apparently the amount of points you can get are kind of insane. I've heard people say that with the amount of points they're getting, it's between like 35 and 50 hours to finish the log, which would be the rates if you're using like 3 alts, which is a pain to do. So to be able to get the log done, not using any alts in the main world, I definitely want to take advantage of that while there's a bunch of people still doing it. So even though I don't want to do it, it's definitely an ideal time to get it done right now. Trouble Brewing itself is a very straightforward minigame. The AFK method for this that I'm going to be doing is to get buckets here at the very start, and then run outside to the water pump and fill them, and then go up the ladder inside and put them into the hopper. And you need to do this with 100 total buckets of water, and from that point you're at the max amount of points that you can get. Apparently what makes this really good right now is making rum. So ideally what I'd be doing is making rum after I do the water, but I'm going to be lazy and just sit here and do nothing and see how many points per hour I'm actually getting from this, and see how long the collection log would actually take with this many people doing it. Okay, I decided to do an update here. I've been going for 10 hours so far. It has been quite a while. I'm up to 6,660 pieces of 8. I started with 250, so from those 10 hours I got 6,400 points, which is about 640 on average per hour. It's total of 40,000 points about to finish the whole thing. Sadly, with the stuff in here too, you can't sell them back, so you have to go through and buy everything. But yeah, with the average of 640 per hour, it'll take me a little over 60 hours to finish the log. I was also doing this during the day when there wasn't as many people here. I'll go into a game right now. You'll see it's 57 versus 57, which is kind of ridiculous. It's almost 120 people doing this. There were some hours I was going where there was like 15 per team. 60 hours is really not too bad, especially with how AFK this is. So I'm just going to go through and get the whole thing done. So the way the points work here, this game is actually insane. Our team made 26 rums. So if you fill 100 buckets of water, you get max points, which is 100, and then each rum that your team makes, you get 10 extra points on top of that. So from this game, I got the 100 points from the water and 260 additional points from my team making rum. So 360 total points from that game. And that's the reason it's so good right now with so many people. You're getting all those additional points from making the rum. I decided to take a break from doing Trouble Brewing to show you guys how the minigame actually works. I was getting really bored just sitting there doing waters and AFKing, so I decided to just run around and try to figure out how you actually make rum. I don't know if there's going to be as many people doing this by the time you guys see this video, but if there is, I figure for the benefit of everyone, if more people knew how to make these rums, then everybody overall could get more points. So I'm just going to go through and explain some of these things here. Number one, as you guys are seeing on your screen, the top 3 things are the boilers, boiler 1, 2, and 3. If you want to be the guy that lights these, a lot of people don't do it at the start. And I'm not going to lie, if you don't do it at the start, it discourages a lot of people from even wanting to do anything. But all you have to do is go over here to the corner, take logs out of the storage, get a tinderbox from the table, and then you just go through here, you put 1 log in, and then you light it. And from that point, you can fill them up to a total of 10. And these go down over time as you're making the rums. Definitely pay attention to those. You can just throw more logs in if they get too low. The next thing I want to show is how to get these sweet grubs. What you're going to want to do is go to the table and then take out some of the meat. And there's a few sweet grub mounds around the island. You do have one next to your base on both sides. All you have to do is use the raw meat on them, and you'll see you get the sweet grubs in your inventory. Once you get those, you're going to want to go inside and then go up the ladder. And each of these hoppers on the side here, there's specific ones to deposit things into. For the one for the sweet grubs is going to be the second one here. The next thing up is by far the most simple thing to do if you still want to just AFK and make waters. The best thing you can do for your team is at the start of the game, or even after you're done doing all your buckets of water, is to run to the enemy's base and then pick 5 flowers. And the reason you need the flowers, I'll be showing here. You can get the bowls from the same spot off of the table, but you put the flowers into the kettle and then you use the bowls onto them, and you'll see you get a bowl of water. And for these, you're going to want to head upstairs again, and you deposit these in the very last hopper over here in the corner. So the next one is the bitter nuts. I believe it is 1 of these per rum that your team makes. A lot of people are lazy on these too, so definitely doing these will help contribute to your team the most. What you're going to want to do is go to the island and then pick up the monkeys that are going around, and then use one of the bowls of water on it to color it your team's color, and then head over to the tree, use it on the tree, and then select the option that you want to make him angry, and then he'll fight another monkey in the tree. And if you're successful, he'll throw the bitter nut at you. You can only have 2 of these at a time, and there is a chance of failing, so sometimes you'll have to do like 3 or 4 monkeys. But once you get the 2 bitter nuts, go back to your team's base, and you're going to deposit these in the first hopper. The final one here, you'll see, is the very top right resource, and you get these from just cutting trees around the island. I don't have an axe here, so I'm not going to be able to show it to you guys. Most of the time, this is what most people are doing since they're all AFKing, so realistically, you're not even going to have to worry about those. If you have enough of the resources total, you can see those all through the top. If they're all in the green, the rum will continually make. And in order to get that, you go over to the conveyor belt here. A lot of people will AFK this since the rum doesn't show up for every player. Sometimes it's bugged and only certain people can see it. But once it comes out on the conveyor belt, you just click on it and you'll put it into the box, and it'll store the rum and your team will get a point. At a first glance, it looks really confusing, but it's just a bunch of really easy tasks that all add up. So I hope you guys use that and you help your team make some rum during this minigame. Here is another point update for you guys. 21,000 total pieces of 8, so I'm a little bit over halfway done now. Oh, I just got a random sandwich lady baguette chance while running back into the game, so here we go again. And no stale baguette. Well, with that game being done, let's go into the points here. 39,786. It is 39,540 for the whole log, so I have enough pieces of 8 to go through and buy all of these now. Once again, the Trouble Brewing log is 30. I have the stuff already, so I'll be getting 29 more slots from this. I do need to be careful going through this. I don't want to accidentally buy something twice, so I'm just going to go through the flags first and go ahead and buy all of these. And another cool thing is I can just stack all of these, so all of them are going to pop up in the clan chat at the same time. But yeah, I'm just going to go through the whole store and buy every single item. Okay, I went through and got everything. You see them all in my inventory. I don't actually have room to get the final piece. I don't know if it's going to let me do it with the full inventory and just drop it to the floor. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to have to let this whole drop happen and then go back for the last one. So here we go. There is the clan chat, absolutely spammed. I'm going to go put all this in my house and then come back for the last piece, though. Actually, never mind. I can just wear one of the pieces and buy the last one. Let's just go into the shop, and the last one I need are the navy slacks. Now with that done, that's the entire log completed as well, up to 966 slots. And as you guys see there, completely greened. This whole mini-games log is looking nice. Almost everything in here is green. Yeah, just a nice little 60-something hour detour, probably like 65 hours. With that, it's time to get myself back to Bandos. Here's another update on the log from before, 1,008 kills, and these are how many charges I have left total on all of my pieces. Don't know how many kills it's going to get me, but yeah, I am completely out of crystal shards once again. Really hope I can get these tassets soon. No! Again, another one. 1015 KC. It's Bandos Chestplate number 4, I think. This is random, but I got an elite from Bandos and I didn't really want to juggle it, so I just sent it. Thankfully, no wildy steps, so I didn't even have to take a detour. Let's go ahead and open this. Pretty terrible loot from that one. The usual KC milestone update up to 1100. No, man. It's Hilt number 3. It's done. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to finish this kill. I'm literally just leaving. There it is, man. Bandos Tassets 1,178 KC. It's finally over. There is the collection log, 3 boots and 3 hilts. And also exactly 4 of each of these pieces too, which is kind of crazy. When I go back to this in the future, it'll be for the parts for the Torva set, and I really don't care to do that until I have like a shadow or something. Yeah, that was like a 60-hour grind, I want to say. 2 more hard caskets here that I still had left outside. I need to go into the wilderness for one of these, so I went and took the BCP out of my looting bag, so I could show you guys both of the pieces here. So let's go ahead and open both of these hard caskets. No unique from those. Didn't want to go over the loot that I got from this though. I got 17 million GP. This is from picking up the coin drops and also all of the rune alks that I got from the boss. As for the other loot, I'll show it to you guys on the screen really quick. From the boss itself, 218 million GP. And from the minions, about 2 million each. Other than the alks, though, I didn't really keep anything. So now I'm stuck in a little bit of a dilemma. Even though I have the Bandos boots and the BGS now, I can't make either of those master stashes. I need a dragon 2-hand sword for the Bandos boots. Got a bunch of those from the wilderness, as you guys know, from all of those bosses, but I didn't keep one on me because I didn't expect to go to Bandos for a while, so I have to go back to Calfight Queen to get that. As for the BGS stash, I still need the Bandos plate body from Hard Clues. I do have the Bandos cloak, which is the other item that you need, but I have that in my house, and I can't take that out of my house unless I have the full vestment set, so I'm going to have to go do easy clues to try to get the last piece of that. In terms of what I'm going to be doing next, though, I am going to be going to Calfight Queen to get that Dragon 2-hand. I will be saving that for the next video, though, so ending this one on 967 total slots. Of course, expect one the next Sunday, though. Thank you all, as usual, for your support on these, and I'll see you guys in the next one.